Hey everyone, welcome to my Procreate demo for the piece I call Innocent. This is a little bit of a different one than what I've been doing a lot lately because it starts with lines that I actually did traditionally. The whole process was relatively quick, so I really slowed this video down so that it would be just a little bit longer and you can sort of see everything that goes on. So you can see first there was just a photo. I recently found a sketchbook and I found this design, and I've always loved this design and never got it tattooed on me, and it was designed for a tattoo for myself. So I sort of wanted to dig it up and bring it to life and decide if I wanted to go after it again. So you can see at the very beginning when I found the sketchbook, I just took a photo of it. So I brought it into Procreate, imported it, and then adjusted it a little bit so that the lines would be a little bit stronger. And I colorized the lines, which is really hard to do in Procreate compared to Photoshop, because you can't just go to hue saturation and adjust it that way by colorizing it. You have to actually sort of keep it as a solid layer, put a color layer over it, merge the two together, and then you can set it to like multiply. That's for when you want to like have lighter lines for a multiply. So that's sort of what was at the very beginning, and it goes by really quick. Again, the only unfortunate thing about the way Procreate records certain things is it only records like the steps. So if you do a lot of sort of tweaking and adjustments, it just kind of goes by real quick, but that's sort of what happens there at the beginning. So then I just started flatting it. Now I had no idea what I wanted the color scheme to be. Obviously all-seeing eyes and skulls and lightning and all that sort of have the color that everybody assumes they're going to be. So I tried to either play towards that or subvert that a little bit and go for something a little bit crazy. I tried a lot of different things, but you'll see as this video goes on, I'm very unsure about where I want to take the color. And as you can see right there, the lightning bolts just did a huge shift. So as somebody who has technically four sets of lightning bolts tattooed on me, and I've basically got every color a lightning bolt could possibly be. I didn't know where I wanted to take this if I was actually going to get it tattooed on me, because there's sort of no more options if I wanted it to look different than something I already had. So that's why you can see it going through a lot of different stages. What I just did there was, so I flatted it, and then right there I threw a color layer on it because I was having trouble harmonizing this particular design. That doesn't happen to me a whole lot, but when it does, that's the way that I try to solve it, by putting a color layer on top and lowering its opacity quite a bit to try and homogenize all the colors. So now here I'm putting in a purplish reddish gray color for my shadow, and it's set to multiply. Usually when I'm doing a more watercolory sort of looking thing like this, I don't do that. I pick all my colors, but in this one I wanted to get it done quicker, and I wanted to do less thinking and go for a specific look. So the shadow layer is all just that layer, basically, a gray purple set to multiply. Now here I'm just going in with a white brush, and I'm putting the rim light in. Now the thing that I'll try to say real quickly here so you can see it happen is, then what I do is I lower the opacity of it, I duplicate it, I make that duplicate layer black, and then I blur it. That's what you just saw right there, to try and get a little bit more dark turn on the core shadow after the rim light. So here I've duplicated the footage one more time so you can see it, and then after that I just put in some distortion in the lines, some blurring, and a couple of other little tweaks. It's a really basic color style for this. So here's what it looked like with the original lines. So you could just see this was done with a ballpoint pen and pencil, and then here it is with the final colors. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you later. And if you're looking for me on the internet, these are the places where you can find me.